Hi everyone. In this series of videos we are looking at how to use the Avada Builder Elements. These design elements allow you to easily add a vast range of content to your Avada site. Today we're looking at how to use the Views Counter element. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all the latest videos like this one. And if you don't want to miss one, click the bell icon to get notifications of all new videos on our channel. Okay, let's begin. The Views Counter element is a simple element that was added with Avada 7.5 and allows you to add a views counter anywhere in your content. This only counts front-end views and not views when in the builder. This element can be added singularly to a page, or it can be used in a template, like a layout section or a postcard. To add it to a page, it's just like any other element. For example, you could use this element just to show how popular a page was. But it's probably far more useful in a template, where it can be placed once and then used for multiple pages. Let's look at a couple of scenarios. I'm on the Country Butcher pre-built site here, and I'm going to add the Views Counter element into the global header layout section as a type of simple page analytics, just for the owner to see. I'll just edit the header layout section here. As I want to control its display independently, I want to add this element into its own container. So I will just add a new container under the logo and menu here. And inside this, I will add the Views Counter element. We start on the General tab, and as you can see there are two view types, Total Views and Daily Views. If you only want one, you can drag the other one to the disabled area, just like the Meta element. For this, I will leave them both here. Under this is the Layout option, and here you can have the views floated or stacked. If you leave it at floated, there's a separator option for a separator character between the views. For this example, I will leave it on floated, and under this, I will add a vertical line as my separator. Then comes a label option. Here there are options of before, after, and off. Under this, you can also customize these labels with the Total Views label and the Daily Views label. I'm happy with the defaults here. Under this are the usual element visibility and CSS options, and I won't use them here either. So let's look at the Design tab. First up here is the font size, and I might make this a bit more obvious at 18 pixels. Then comes text color and background color options. This last option fills the whole width of the column the element is in, unless you control that with the margin options below. For this example, I might give this a text color of white and add a background color to it. Alignment is the next option, and I'll make it center aligned here, and I might also add a bit of padding to the top and bottom. But I will leave the margins as they are. The last two options offer border radius and box shadow, and if that's selected, of course, there are a range of box shadow options to choose from. In this case, I'll leave both of these alone. There's also an Extras tab with animation options, but I don't think I want any animation here either. Okay, that's pretty much it. For this example, as I want to make this admin only info, the easy way to do that is simply edit the container this element is in and add some conditional logic. I'll add new logic and set that for this container to display, the user role must be equal to administrator. Okay, so if I now save this page and come to the front end, we can see the view counter at the top here. If I navigate to a different page, we can see that the view counter changes depending on the number of visits that page has had. But now, if I log out and go back to the page, the container is not rendered at all. Okay, that's one scenario. Let's now look at how we might use this information publicly in a blog scenario using a postcard template. I've logged back into the site, and this is the blog grid postcard. I could add the element into this postcard in the same way I did for the header. This would then pull the various view numbers for the individual posts on the blog layout. But view counters have also been added to the meta element, and I have that element already in place in my postcard. So instead of using the views counter element, I will just edit the meta element and drag the total views and daily views up to the enabled section, and then they show up on the layout. In this case, I think this will look better than the views counter element, but it has exactly the same functionality. Okay, let's save that postcard and head to the blog page for this site. So this page is using the postcards element to display posts using the blog grid postcard that I edited. And as you can see, the view count is showing on each meta section and the numbers vary according to the actual view count of the post. Okay, that's the views counter element. A simple little element, but very versatile. Let us know in the comments what you think of this one, and how you have used it on your site. Okay, this concludes our video on how to use the views counter element. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all the latest videos. And if you have any questions or need assistance, please create a support ticket and our team will gladly assist you. As always, we want to thank you for choosing Avada.